Hey guys, so today I want to tell you about my spiritual awakening. Happened back in 2017. I was coming out of a 4 year relationship, and I was in one. It was kind of the tail end of it, and yeah, we were arguing about something stupid. I was in my kitchen, standing in my kitchen, and all of a sudden, I feel this anger come over me. Just my whole body was filled with anger, and it was over something that really made no sense too, because whatever we were discussing, it shouldn't have made me that angry, and I knew that. I was fully aware of that. And just as quickly as the anger came over me, I felt it from head to toe slowly leave my body. I was then wrapped up in what felt like was a warm hug by what I can only describe as an angel or Jesus. It was a very powerful moment. I felt the buzzing through my whole body. I never really felt that before until that moment, at least never been aware of it. And it was just that anger was replaced with love. I was an atheist at this point. I was into conspiracies, but did not believe in God. Came from My entire family was atheist, so there was really never any pull towards that. But I mean, ever since I can remember, I would pray. As funny as that is, right? For someone that doesn't believe in God, I would still pray. And my prayers would usually come true. So I had an interest in it, but my soul did. My higher self knew, right? But my body, the human body, did not. So I was obviously very baffled at what just happened, but filled with love and excitement. So I went searching for answers. I wasn't working at the time. So this day, it was middle of the afternoon, and I immediately started searching things, angels, whatever. Everything that I searched, the websites would bring me to exactly the information that I needed. I, at this point, started talking out loud to angels, God, whoever was listening, and I was asking for more signs. If this is real, give me more signs. I felt like doing yoga. So I get down. I had just started like a meditation and stretching practice, regular one. So I start doing that. I see streaks of light flashing across my room. And at this point, I'm almost convincing myself that this is just my brain playing tricks on me. So I ask for another sign. I say, if this is real, give me one more sign. And I walk to the front door. I open up the door, and our porch light's on, and that entire street, all the porch lights are on. It's like, follow the light. That's exactly what I heard as I see this. So I go outside. The other side of the street, none of the porch lights are on. It's the middle of the day. Why would they be on anyways, right? So I start following the lights, and I see two white birds. I think they were seagulls. I want to say doves because that's cooler, but I think they were seagulls. I can't remember because this was also mind blowing to me, that the little details like that, they've slipped my mind now after 8 years, coming on nine. So as I'm walking down the street, I'm thinking, okay, what am I looking for here? Where am I going? I have no idea, but I just knew I was going to find something, or so it felt. I'm walking down the street. I'm about halfway down my street to the end now, and I'm saying, okay, if I don't see anything soon, I'm just going to turn around. Right at that moment, I stop and I look, and on that street, which was my street, driven up and down it many times, I've never noticed behind the house, behind those houses, there was a church. So I see a giant white cross. Okay, this is real. There's something to this, I thought. And from that point, I just did a lot of research, a lot of meditating. Um, looking for answers, doing personal development, working on my spiritual growth, and it led me to the Dark Night of the Soul, which I had already read about, but I didn't realize I was going through that while I was going through it until about the end of 2023. That's around the time I realized what I had just been through. And I'll go more in depth into the Dark Night of the Soul next time. And I'll share kind of my experience and what that looked like. And it was dark. I think if you're watching this right now, I'm sure you've been through a lot of traumas and a lot of life changing experiences over the last seven or 8 years, maybe longer, right? So I believe the reason behind that is God was refining his soldiers, his army of Christ, right? He was refining us so that we could rise up and become the people that he knows that we need to be. So next time I will share my story a little more in depth, some of the dark points and the struggles that I went through and how I came out of it. Thank the Lord for that. So, yeah, thanks for listening. Smash this like button, share and subscribe, helps the channel grow. I appreciate you all. See you next time.